Okay, looking at the blood. This is called a rouleau.
Rouleau, yeah.
Rouleau formation. Sticky blood.
And when did you eat last?
Noon?
And when did you have to eat?
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Alright. You got a
Do you have
ton of
French
fat in
fries?
there. See all that?
No French fries.
See all the fat floating around in there?
Yeah.
So that would definitely be conducive to eating a fatty meal like a hamburger.
Yeah.
Maybe you had cheese or mayonnaise or something like that with it.
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
there was
you know.
mayonnaise on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what your wife was just talking about with all the cells overlapping like that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the top up here, it's called rouleau. And it's even a little bit in the advanced stage here called erythrocyte aggregation. There's just really high levels of undigested protein in the blood.
Hmm.
So when they're doing that, we're losing a lot of surface area of the blood cells, so we're getting less available oxygen.
Hmm.
That can cause fatigue, foggy thinking, poor circulation. Got a little bit of fat plaque in there. And white blood cells look good.
You almost can't even see the shape of the cells because they're
Mhm.
so sticky.
Yeah. He does have some macrocytic cells in there. And that's when they're a little bit on the larger side like that. And we'll typically see that with malabsorption of B12.
What would unstick them?
Digestive enzymes.
Yeah, you need good digestive enzyme and trying to stay away from high stress proteins.
Whoa.
Hey.
That's just air in the sample.
Oh, okay.
Looks scary though, right?
Yeah.
I was going to tell you were pregnant, but you probably wouldn't believe it. We got a couple things right here at this juncture, but we got a white blood cell here, a little bit of uric acid. And then when you see these spiky looking cells like that, they're called hepatic spur cells. Hepatic meaning they're coming from the liver. But they're showing some signs of liver stress, liver congestion.
Which would make a lot of sense.
And all that excess protein in there, putting a lot of stress on the liver in the first place. And vice versa, if there's a lot of toxicity and congestion in the liver, it's not going to help process the proteins as well. So,
And wouldn't you
Kinda
say
work full
too, you
circle.
get the rouleau with high inflammation?
well, it can end up causing high inflammation for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually surprised there's not as much uric acid in there as what we're seeing. So the uric acid is just a protein waste product that kind of accumulates over time when you're not breaking down and processing the proteins as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what that basically does, it kind of builds up in the joints and muscles, can create like arthritis, gout, kidney stones. All right, now what's your wife feeding you as far as vitamins and supplements are concerned?
What does he take, or
Mhm.
what do I feed him? He really hasn't been on anything in quite a while.
Yeah.
Would you say? The only thing that I think he does maybe a few times a week is the Ninja Red, which is the antioxidants.
Okay.
But apparently, definitely needs some digestive enzymes.
Yeah, that, and you can see back here it looks like spider webbing everywhere.
Yeah.
It's called fibrinogen in there.
Oh,
What is it?
go ahead, you say it.
It's called fibrinogen, and so fibrinogen is a protein that helps with blood clotting. And your liver is what regulates it. So whenever your liver is stressed or congested, we'll start to get excess fibrinogen built up in there. So
That's why they're sticking to it like that.
Mhm, yeah. But essentially that can end up creating high blood pressure. If you get too much of it, it can build up and create blood clots. So that's why we don't want that substance in there. There's a particular enzyme called nattokinase that helps keep that fibrinogen broken down, like it'll actually get rid of it.
Okay.
But we can also work on get to the root of it, which is the liver, and get the liver cleaned up just so it processes it better in the first place.
Okay. Before Sarah was born, Jay had really high triglycerides and cholesterol. And within 52 days, he lost 20 some odd pounds. Got his numbers back to normal
Back in check.
range
Right.
and stuff. So we know it's possible. It's just
I'm surprised there's no fungus or anything in there, to be quite honest.
we might not be able to see it.
They're in there in small amounts. Like you can see these little.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nothing major. The bigger concern is all the aggregation of the cells.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we keep the liver healthy. The liver is the most important organ in your body in terms of responsibility. So it's just really important to make sure that it's doing its job efficiently. And you even got a little bit of the target cells in
Yeah,
there.
I was just seeing that. So that's the B.
That's the iron, the
Iron.
lack of iron and poor iron absorption.
Okay.
So in a lot of cases when we're seeing a lot of
Oh, wow.
digestive issues, he's just not, he may be getting the iron like he ate a hamburger today, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily processing
Right.
the iron from that. And any medication to use? No. Just some of the red stuff for the antioxidants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that would help with this big time.
Help with what?
The-
Inflammation and
Okay, you say you're having some inflammation somewhere?
No.
No.
if taking Ninja Red would help.
The
What's nice is
sticking. You got it. Yeah.
what's nice is he'll go through, circle everything, and then he'll write, okay, iron.
This is what we can do for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What a great tool this is. We spend thousands of dollars on blood work that can't even come close to, showing us visually everything that's going on.
All right, it's just a really good, simple, visual way of seeing what's going on in there preventatively. We're not looking for a disease, we're looking for things that cause disease. Say, hey, let's make some changes, in your diet or exercise routine, supplementation. The good thing is, you can do a follow-up sometime in the future and actually see if what you're doing is working
Yeah.
for you.
That'd be great. 90 days.
90 days, you can see a big improvement in there, that's for sure. So for him, we definitely need to work on the digestion and the liver.